Hi, Janelle Schaefer here with Sheep Hill Herbs. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another video. Let's breathe together. So, left hand on your heart, right hand on your belly. Close your eyes. Let's breathe in, counting to 4. And out. And again. Hold it. Out. And let's go one more time. Feels good. It's always a reset to breathe. Make sure you take time to get in the sun, take a walk, and do deep breaths. Deep breathing is really important to your overall health. And most of us are shallow breathers, quick breathing, stressful breathing. So you want to slow down the body, slow the nervous system with deep, good breaths. So I'm going to ask everyone to please like, subscribe, hit the bell button, comment, check out my description down below. I have my link wall, which makes it all easy to find all of my links, and I want to make it even easier. And I'm only going to just point out one thing. So in my link wall, go to my newsletter button. Takes you to my website, sign up for my newsletter. And if you want to work with me, put that in the message. And working with me means via Zoom or phone call, I can help you to come up with a herb plan. I do an energy reading, and I can do that remotely. I will have a video on an example of that soon, but I can do that. And then I basically assess the chakra points, your aura, and make suggestions of herbs, food, nutrition, even art to help raise your vibration, raise those chakra points, and get you on a good path. So, like I said, check out my description, link wall, newsletter button. Okay. In this video, I'm going to talk about Lobelia inflata. It is my probably top 2 favorite herbs of mine that I would always want. Lobelia and black walnut. Lobelia, I think I might put, I don't know, first. Maybe it's a tie. It's a tie. So Lobelia is a Dr. Christopher favorite herb. And I think if it is your favorite, like it really is your favorite, if you have experience with this plant and get to really work with it, I think it becomes your favorite. It's just so amazing. It's called the thinking herb. It is, other names for this plant: Indian tobacco, puke weed, asthma weed, gagwort, vomit wort, and bladder pod. And I'll show you a picture in a minute why it's called bladder pod. It has these puffy little bladder-like things. That's also why it has the scientific name inflata. And so this plant, when you Google a lot of plants, you see a lot of scary information. I like to use the old books that compile information from Native American sources, old-time plant people, herbalists. I mentioned this book before. I'm going to mention it again. Desk Reference of Nature's Medicine by Stephen Foster. It's a National Geographic book, but I really like it. It's one of my favorites that I go to. And this book is very neat because it has the plant a botanical drawing. So here's the botanical drawing. I love botanical drawings. And then a photograph. So see those bulbous pods. That's why it gets the name bladder pod, and also inflata. And then it also breaks down traditional and current medicinal usage, and then history. The history part is so interesting. So I'm going to share some of that, and then why I like it so much, why I use it today. So I said some of its common names: vomit weed, puke weed. So it has an expectorant emetic, more than expectorant, emetic action, which can make a person vomit. It doesn't mean it's poisonous. It means that it has the ability to get the body to remove toxins. The bronchioles open when you take Lobelia as a tincture, and I make it. So if you want to special order it from me, I don't have it on Etsy, message me. I will send you my special Lobelia tincture with apple cider vinegar. But it opens the bronchioles, and if there is mucus and waste there, it helps you expel. It opens your head. It opens up the body. Every person is different, but I must say it takes a lot to make oneself vomit. A lot of a tincture, probably an entire bottle, 2-ounce bottle, maybe 1 ounce, 1 to 2 ounce bottle, a whole bottle. This herb doesn't taste very good, and I think this is nature's way of giving you a clue. So you go outside and find some raspberries, and they're delicious, and you can eat a whole lot, or an apple, or fruits, or different delicious greens. But the more medicinal action ones often have a funny, weird, bitter, strong, pungent taste, and your body's not going to want to take that much. So, Native American remedy for many conditions, including asthma. It was smoked to quiet spasms of asthma and bronchitis, and as a tobacco substitute to break the tobacco habit. Hence the nicknames asthma weed and Indian tobacco. At least 4 other Lobelia species were also used medicinally by the Native American tribes. Indians introduced Lobelia to European settlers. During the 19th century, Lobelia was widely prescribed by some American herbal practitioners, primarily to induce vomiting. In the 1970s, the herb's popularity was renewed when it gained a reputation for producing feelings of well-being and mental clarity, and as an aid to quit smoking. Because of its toxic effects on the central nervous system, however, Lobelia's use in modern medicine is limited. I don't know about that. This is a National Geographic book. I like this book, but the Dr. Christopher books that I have never mention it as toxic. Toxic, if your body is toxic, many things can be toxic. So it really does depend on the body. And Dr. Christopher talked about incorporating Lobelia with clients that had very thick mucus in their lungs. And he would give them the Lobelia to loosen and expectorate mucus, almost to the point of what would be vomiting, which can happen. And he cleared many a person's respiratory system with the application of Lobelia. So for me, how I incorporate Lobelia, I always have it made, the tincture. So let me just, this is just, now I don't usually keep my herbs in plastic bags, but I usually have them in jars. This is Lobelia. It is sort of like an olive color dried. The plant only has little teeny purple flowers. And so this, I've never really seen this, it's like greenish olivey kind of in color. And So I always make the tincture with the apple cider vinegar. And anytime there is any congestion in the sinuses, ears, throat, chest, we take Lobelia. So I usually muscle test to decide how much for a person, but starting with 20 drops from a dropper is not too much. And I've had many a person say, oh my gosh, I feel opening right away. So one little story, one time in 2020, and I was up sick and having trouble breathing. I had my Lobelia and I sat there and I just squirted maybe 4 or 5 times. Felt the opening, was able to cough, was able to breathe, and the sedative effects of Lobelia then gave me a good night's sleep the rest of the night. So never have I found an herb with the expectorant and relaxing properties as Lobelia. That is why it is my favorite. And the thinking herb, which is not listed in this book here, the thinking herb quality that I learned from Dr. Christopher is that it thinks it, I mean, all plants I think have this, but it thinks it knows where to go. It's intelligent. The plants are created intelligently, have spirit, have life, but it knows where to go in the body to make the open pathways, to create energy spaces. So that is Lobelia. My top tied favorite with black walnut. And I'll just remind you again, check out my description, go to link wall, click on my newsletter button, and sign up for my newsletter. If you want to work with me, message me, and I can talk to you about how that goes. And if you want Lobelia, message me about that, and I do special orders for Lobelia. So hope you enjoyed this video. Come back again soon. Thanks.